just popped up. And,
This falls into
so it was a YouTube space in Culver City back in 2016 when YouTube was nice. But one thing that I learned from going there is that
I've been doing on my YouTube channel. I mean, on my IG. They go through the form and all that. I'm a writer. I'm it's always that was crazy. So I'm starting to fill out. My next one I want to do black wine, but then come to find out my landlord, she has a winery. Every year, she's a black wine.
So you can talk with them. And I'm sure you get a lot of referrals.
Just to build on your idea, how about wine taste?
Every time somebody says something custom, I always
so it's a taste experience.
Yes.
I always have my flyer.
That's dope.
Because whoever they give me,
I'm a poet. I'll write a poet.
That's dope. That's dope. Where you put that?
At first I had a spot on that. I said no.
You did some work out.
My crowd plays up. I mean, it's cool.
Let's make it smaller.
Yeah.
And then fill up the
Well,
spot.
now I gotta push it out a little bit because you're now, you know. And to pull, so I can't get to my first.
About most of them are like for also
Right. Oh, so you need something.
I've been a winery.
Right now,
I'm gonna do it like I would have been back to work. I want to get some of those wine barrels. Wine barrels.
I'm gonna look you up.
So I'll be doing our student campaign for our second page. And I'm like, dude, hey, everybody. Right, I want the sommelier to come up here and say, hey,
Go back to your own name.
okay, cool. So that's how I want to break it down. I want everybody, I want to be
what would you like? Oh no, I know what you're drinking. I got it.
everybody drinking the same.
I got it. I got you.
That's why I'm here. They're working
It's gonna be a minute.
I'm gonna say some Molly. So what black wine,
she said, Martin, let me bring it.
What's your host in the White House?
I think we'll be able to sit down and figure out.
I'm a poet. So that's what I want to do. I wish I my last book.
I just celebrated my
I think it's about bringing it back.
Those lights are on because we're gonna get something that they're recording.
No ways to go.
Because I always
Talking, no, I have to go.
Come on.
wife and Serena are best friends.
I'm going on the TV.
She's gonna be on TV.
Okay, I gotta say what's up.
Yeah. Here, sit down. Is it live?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, are we rolling?
Here, sit right here.
No, I think we are live.
Oh, there it is. That's a slight delay here.
I'm on the TV. I'm on the TV, Mommy. Mommy, I'm on the TV.
Hilarious. Mike, these headphones are going to this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mommy, I'm on TV.
I can anywhere out there, face up. Pop a bottle of champagne.
I don't let my kid pop champagne. Okay, we'll do a mic check.
All right, let me get a picture with her sitting right here.
Hey,
Get a picture with the baby. Roxy. We got Roxy in the house. How you doing, Roxy?
Look at me, Rox.
How you doing? Can you hear me, Roxy?
One.
Roxy, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, no, look at me, smile. Hold on.
We got Roxy in the house live from lifeofthebosspodcast.com. And she is in the studio.
She's on TV. Mommy, she's on TV.
Love it. Light as a Roxy. Live from the studio.
Look at me, Rox.
Baby podcast. We need to do baby podcast because she has a lot to say.
She does.
Man, she can have her own show.
All right, Rox.
Called
Come on, baby podcast.
The Rox Box.
And we got
Called the Rox Box.
Part of my YouTube before you correct. I was gonna do and I was just my father was out here. You don't get that recognition. It's always a celebrity. Regular black
Working hard. Mike is always
He's a football coach. He doesn't got no team, but he's a father.
Yeah, that's me.
So you have to be ready if you want. If you got some that worked out.
That's why I feel like we have this
Back like you never left.
What we do, we walk around this every single day. I want to go to a cigar spot. Before COVID, I literally had a whole and get dressed.
Okay, if everybody can take their seats. If everybody can take their seats. What happened?
Is everybody in?
Huh?
Yeah, it's a delay. Hey,
Yeah, it's a delay.
Jay, why don't you back up the camera a little bit? It seems like y'all kind of close to cut you out. Back it up a little bit so you...
Well, hold on. Let me look at
I feel like that's what a lot of people we like that.
No, that's my phone.
You know how much I had to go back and figure it out.
Yeah.
Are we ready to do it?
Quiet on the set.
Sorry about that. We in here. Live audience.
You want to sit over there, Susanna? You can sit over there. No, it is kind of, it looks like a comfortable couch. It's a nice couch. Oh, plush. All right.
Check.
Okay, we're already live, so we're already live on the net. So, so if you guys don't want to say nothing that you guys don't need to be saying, don't say it. You know, you're gonna be able to hear us talking, but you're not gonna hear the music and stuff in the background. That will play live, so if you guys check it out later, you will hear the music and all the background stuff. And yeah, feel free to laugh, giggle, joke, or whatever, because it's the first time doing this with a live audience. And we want to make it special. This is the 100th episode, man, so I appreciate all of you. First of all, man, this wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for the folks you see around you, you know, Steve, Michael, my wife, Suzu, man, this Life of a Boss podcast wouldn't be here without them. So I appreciate them, want to thank them for everything they've done, all their contributions and constant ongoing support. And I'm glad I'm here. Like I said, it's been a difficult year. It's been a long year, but it's been a great year. You know, ups and downs, but we're here and we're better than we were a year ago. And I'd like to thank all of you for being able to share that with us here tonight. All right?
Yeah.
All right.
Check. Turn me up.
Can you are number 3?
Check.
Mike check.
What mic is he?
Try.
Say something.
Check.
I don't hear.
Not
Say-
yet. Not yet.
I don't hear mic check. Is your switch your mic on? Is your mic switched on?
I didn't think you had to cut it on.
No.
Oh no, that's the issue. It's not a condenser
There
mic.
we go. Yeah, you got to turn it on.
This is a
Oh,
dynamic.
there he is.
Yeah, I wish you guys could hear
It's a
this.
dynamic mic. All right.
My mic sounds nice.
Okay.
Everybody's mic sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna record in a few seconds. And get ready for the 100th episode of Life of a Boss, the podcast.
Life of a boss. Mike, Kevin, Slow, Jamie, James in the building.
Yeah, for some reason, Mike has this voice when we do this podcast that turns into Theo. I don't know if y'all remember Theo.
92.3
Yeah,
big, man.
the Filipino that sounded like he was black. Yeah, that's Mike.
Sound like you're very right.
Yeah. That boy was good.
Oh, yeah, baby, come take a couple really good pictures.
All right, you guys want to get pictures? Get them now.
Yeah, man.
We'll be staying a few moments afterwards for autographs and questions.
Look up, Jay. Bam! Let's go.
Right.
I need an 8x10. Send me an 8x10. All right, we're about to get started. And yeah, we're just going to go all in. And 5, 4, 3. Yo.
We are.
Man, y'all already here, motherfuckers, don't y'all?
That's it. Let's go.
Man, that means that it is a special episode.
Why is that, man?
Man, because I hear other voices that ain't me.
That ain't you.
That ain't me on this show, and I appreciate it because it is our 100th episode.
Yes, sir.
Life of a Boss.
Yeah. Live audience.
Man,
You could have been anywhere in the world.
They
Chose to be
here.
right here.
That's right.
Man, I love supporters, man. I love everybody that's tuning in live. I love everybody that catches every episode when they drop. I love people that catch them after they drop, man. And I'm just so appreciative. I'm appreciative of you guys.
Man.
I'm appreciative of everybody in the studio. Appreciative of my wife, Suzu. And none of this could be possible without y'all.
Hey, man, we love you too, man.
Man,
Congratulations.
Yeah,
thank
it's
you.
a big moment,
man,
man.
I feel accomplished because I preach this, you know, and I try to tell people that that creating a podcast is important because it allows you to create your platform and your voice.
I love that.
And I keep saying that the number one key to creating a successful podcast is consistency.
Yes, sir.
That is it.
And 100 episodes in under a year, that's consistency. So I feel
For your ass.
yeah, man. So I feel very fortunate to have gotten this many episodes in. To have gotten the experience in, to have gotten the reps in to where I can do this. I'm comfortable, I'm confident,
Yeah.
and I've been able to meet and interview so many wonderful bosses. Some are in the house tonight, and it's just an incredible experience, man. It helps me stay on point, and I think that's what personal development's about. I think that's why this podcast is what it is, because it is the realest podcast on personal development.
Yes, it is.
I believe so.
Man, I appreciate y'all for being with me.
Come on, Truck.
Hey, man. This feels good doing this,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We ain't did this in a minute, man.
Like we never left.
100 episode, man.
Come on.
Congratulations, my
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Let me
I
go
love
ahead and jump in one time, man. I really appreciate your hard work and dedication, man. I've watched you do this on many times and by yourself in the back room, talking to yourself on camera, and it's great because I'm like, oh, there you go again. He's back there recording, man. So the hard work and dedication, man, doesn't go without being noticed.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, man. We get to be in this wonderful building as a team,
Man.
as brothers. We work hard to be here. We've had lots of setbacks, but you know what? Nothing seems to be able to keep us down, man.
Oh,
No.
well, you can't keep us down, and let's talk about from where we started from. You know what I mean? Remember when we were in the garage?
We was in the garage.
Which
man.
garage? We're in a couple of
We was
garages.
in a couple of
We were in the
garages.
garage, but the podcast I think started on
Yeah,
in the garage.
on
Yeah,
Del Monte
yeah,
in the
yeah.
garage.
and then we were actually working hard. We would come
in the house
together
first. The first episode
Yeah.
was in the house.
Yeah.
Then we went to the garage. Yeah.
Graduated.
Got the lighting kit. Got the podcaster.
Yeah,
you know,
microphones,
nice
lights.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The lights, and you really just kept it going. And the key word was the consistency.
I love it.
You never gave up. And not only that, is you was giving yourself an opportunity, but you were giving every person that hopped on this mic an opportunity to be exposed.
True.
And you know what I mean? So it wasn't just about you, and that's what I want to commend. You know what I'm saying? Your unselfishness.
Oh,
You know
look,
what I mean?
I
It's
appreciate that.
important.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I think in what I do, I try to find as many ways to magnify that effect. You know, like I'm doing one thing, but how can I do a lot of things by doing that one thing? You know what I'm saying? While promoting our brand, our show, can we promote other people? Can we promote our community? Can we promote togetherness? Can we promote people getting involved? You know, so it's like, how can we maximize every opportunity we have? And that's all I try to do, you know?
Yeah.
So
What do you think is the most important thing you learned over the last 100 shows?
Oh my, I think the most important thing is to do them anyway.
Yeah.
You know, is to do the episodes. Because there's a lot of moments where I get that imposter syndrome. I get that, like, man, what do I have to say? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? What gives me the right
The authority to
about
talk on this.
success
Yeah, yeah.
and progress and all that? And sometimes I don't feel like I'm making the success and progress myself.
Yeah.
But then I turn that around and I start being appreciative again. And then with all the things I can appreciate, and then like, who am I not to talk about all the wonderful things that have happened to me, that have happened to my family, that have happened to my life, that have happened to my existence, that happened to my friends. Like so I do become re-energized with that feeling of expertise. Like, you know, I know how to come from nothing to something. You know, I know how to have nothing and make something of it that I can be appreciative and proud of, because for so long I didn't have that.
I think one thing that's great about us having the ability to do this is we can really give and present our narrative. What nobody can shackle what we have to say.
Absolutely.
So, you know, when it's other media outlets, it's their perspective, it's their vision and their version of certain things.
Their narrative.
When our people and the loved ones get to hear whatever from us directly.
I love that.
That changes the game.
I love that. And that's important, because if you don't tell your story, who's going to tell it?
Because
Somebody
it's
that
your
don't give
story.
a damn.
Somebody who don't know it. First of all, it's going to be somebody who don't know how to be you.
And then you might not ever get your story told.
And by anyone.
That's the thing about it. And that's why I love what a lot of people are doing, like S-Class with the, even though it was all of us, the Pasadena documentaries. We're telling our own story.
Yeah.
We're telling what we want
Powerful
to be
piece.
told.
And it's a story worth telling.
It is. It's his story. Now, what are you telling? What story are you telling? You know what I mean? So to go back to what I was asking, you know, with the 100 episodes, and you said consistency and doing it anyway, right? And not feeling like you were validated, okay? What gives you the confidence to continue to make yourself feel validated?
Good one.
Results. You know, I think, like, I speak on it all the time when I do my public speaking. I tell kids that if being positive didn't put me in this position, I'd be speaking on the joys of hustling. You know what I'm saying? But somehow being positive always put me in a more positive position. You know, being positive always put me where I needed to be instead of a place I didn't.
Yeah,
you know, so I
and
think,
you didn't always think like that.
oh, hell no.
So I guess I want to kind of get you to identify that moment of change to get you here.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you a couple things. It was one thing I'm gonna give credit to Mike Towns, man. We was at the Buddy Walk. We did the very first Buddy Walk. And at the time of doing that Buddy Walk, I was putting together the Dina magazine.
Yes, sir.
So I was already planning the vision for it. We hadn't dropped an issue yet or anything yet, but the idea was out there and we was already promoting it. And my mind, what the Dina magazine was going to be was like the source for Pasadena. Like, you know, the Source
Hip-hop
magazine,
version.
yeah, XXL.
Everybody
you know,
wanted to be a part of it.
exactly,
Yeah.
but it was gonna be urban. It was gonna be black. It was gonna be hip hop. It was gonna be all that didn't get its spotlight. But when I did your Buddy Walk, I just saw how much more powerful it could be if we were inclusive.
All inclusive.
Yes, sir.
If we cared about everybody, if we shared everybody's perspective, if we were sensitive to other people's needs
Yes, sir.
and wants, and was really more open-minded and inclusive instead of exclusive, and that made me want to not fit in, but really appeal to more of a population, to everybody.
Awesome.
Wider
I didn't know
audience.
that.
Yeah, and that's what made me kind of tighten it up. Not wanting to be so extreme, not wanting to be so militant, not wanting to be so angry.
And
all the
really
time.
monitoring what content went in it.
Yeah, and what content went out of me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it was like there was no more ignorant stuff coming out of me just spontaneously. You know, my anger was more controlled and focused, and I was able to do things with my anger in a better way.
Right.
So you were almost seeing how your words were affecting people without writing them, the
Before,
piece.
yeah.
You were seeing, okay, if I wrote this, this was the kind of reaction I was gonna get, and the catalyst was gonna be me changing my thought pattern and how I think and how I deliver the product in a sense, right?
Yeah, well, I saw what would happen if I went with being exclusive, being black, being young, being only covering the hip hop, because all I know is artists and people that do music like y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been great for that, but it wouldn't have been what it could be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was all those limiting beliefs I had that I had to let go of. And being exclusive was definitely a limited belief.
And when you dropped the Dina magazine, boy,
that set the city on fire.
Yeah, people loved it. People
and they
loved
still
it.
talk about it to this day.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Like I appreciate everything else we do. It took on a life of its own.
It sure did.
You know, like the clothing line, like the film, like everything we do, it just takes on a life of its own. And I think that's the powerful part about creating. And I think that's why I, for one, try to preach creation and entrepreneurship, and because there's so many limitless possibilities that come from that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we're from a community and from a people that don't see many possibilities. Like people can have every option in the world, but maybe only see the NFL, maybe only see rapping, maybe only see Hollywood as a way out, and not education, not creativity, not art, not what I'm good at, whatever that is. And I think that's why, like you said, creating your own narrative is so important, and creating these podcasts and speaking our truth is so important. And it's important for other people to do so, because that's what we learn from. We learn from folks that we relate to.
That's true.
Doing shit.
Exactly.
So
I love it, man.
So 100 episodes in, right?
100 episodes in.
Pop
We pop champagne. Oh, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, we're going to go ahead and pop this bottle to you know what I'm saying, for the 100th episode, man. That's a lot of episodes, bro.
Man.
That's a lot of editing. That's a lot of time.
days.
That's a lot of guests. That's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and have us a little glass live. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to pop nobody. Bam. Let's go, man. Let's go ahead and have a little. That's what these toasts, man.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
That's what we
But
gonna
I
do.
appreciate y'all, and that's what leads me to what this show is about. And you guys are already like ahead of the game in it. It's really like, it's all about personal development, right? That's what the podcast is about.
Right.
That's what pretty much what we do is about personal development. When we mentor, it's about personal development, and everything we do is try to be better.
Yeah.
How has personal development helped you to personally boss up in the last year?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I most definitely can go first.
So, well, first, before you even
Okay.
speak, this is Michael Towns. I didn't even get a chance to introduce my brothers, man.
Yeah.
It's Michael Towns, producer, extraordinaire, beats extraordinaire, video director. He's been doing this for years. He's got the most creative eye in the game right now. He's sought after. Like, this is the man when it comes to anything musical or creative, and he just expands his reach and all he learns to do. So he's the best man to get a music video done by, to get a song written or produced by. He's great.
All around good brother.
And just a nice guy. He's just a nice person.
I appreciate that,
Yeah.
man.
So that validates his bossism. You know what I'm saying? He's not no bum. That I'm asking how you got where you are today. You know what I'm saying?
And even if I ran into somebody that's a bum, and I don't like to call them bums because I think that's like a degrading word.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring them up and try to help them out of the bootstraps of whatever.
Best
I
you can.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's
Best
why
you
he's
can.
so
Everybody
nice.
don't want help,
And
but I know what
they
you're
don't.
saying.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So we'll get back to your question. Personal development
How is it attributed to your bossism
in the last
over the last year?
I think for the most part, I've learned to say no. That's the first thing. And no to myself and no to everybody else.
Yeah.
Because you have to say no to yourself when you're in a position to do whatever you want to do, right?
Yeah, discipline.
Most important.
Yeah.
Starts with the discipline. Then you got people that are grabbing you by the coattails because they see you as what they see you as.
All right, I get
You know
it.
what I'm
I'm
saying?
following you.
Regardless of if you changed or not, they don't know if you changed.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
hitting you up because they want whatever it is
They're used
see
to.
you as.
Yeah.
And then you have to tell them no or send them to somewhere else where they can be helped out. You know what I'm saying? And with that, that's what changed everything because that allowed me time. And time, obviously, everybody knows is more valuable than anything.
Absolutely.
Don't get it back.
So once I had the time, then I was able to develop myself personally. Okay?
Yeah,
Get
personal
yourself-
development.
Get yourself
Like,
right back.
like how that works?
And so I was talking to Frank earlier, you know what I mean? I decided to, you know, I got lucky. I was playing golf thanks to you. I, you know, got into the golf world and I got a really nice job position where I was able to make money and work at the same time. So when you're able to work at the same time.
You mean working for you while you're working
while
for
I'm
somebody
working
else?
for somebody
I
else.
love that. I love that.
You know what I mean? It gave me a chance to not work for anybody else because I deal in a service-based business. Recording, mixing, mastering, production, video, you have to be there.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been doing this for so long. After I left Focusrite, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start my own studio. Me and Steve started our studio. We did that, you know, things with the way they went if you know the story.
Yeah.
But I was stuck in this service-based business. And I'm like, how can I get out of just having to be there to make money? And I said, I have to develop another skill. And if you want to be better, you have to develop skills and you got to get smarter and you got to think smarter and work smarter. But you can't run away from putting in the work.
No.
That's the most important thing.
You can't run from the process.
You cannot
There's
run
no
from the
shortcut
process.
to success, man.
And it takes time. So I decided, like, you know what? I'm going to take these business classes online. I'm going to figure it out what I want to do with myself. I'm going to focus in on it. Focus. The number one thing for me was focus and not be deterred from everything else because we're smart people, right?
Yeah.
When you're smart, you can do anything. You're like, oh, I want to do computer coding one day.
Yeah.
And then I want to do
can distract
t-shirts
yourself.
one day.
Yeah.
And then I want to go fly kites the next. And because you're so smart, you could do them all. But if you're not focused in on one thing and putting in the time and energy over a long, consistent period, you're going to be doing that same thing and a bunch of things for the rest of your life. And you're not
at that same level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
no
so
growth.
Yeah. And so for me, it was like this year, it was like, I need to take myself to the next level and get focused and get disciplined and say no to myself and no to everybody else.
Wow. No, that's a great one. That's a great one because discipline is it, you know?